helping you. He will also be conducting you. He will be learning from me and from other music teachers about some of the things that we need to do and how we need to do it. Okay, so in case you missed this last year, please listen. This is the baton. I am the conductor. And this is a device that we use to communicate non-verbally using our eyes and also using our ears, but we're not watching this with our ears. But we see this device moving, and then this hand will do other stuff in addition, and it will tell you what to do and how to do it, okay? And so when we're looking at this device of this baton, you'll notice that before beat 1, I will always go up, and then I will always come down to beat 1. So if we're in 3, 1, 2, up on 3, down on 1. If we're in 4, 1, 2, 3, up on 4, down on 1. Okay? And there'll be different ways I do that. Sometimes I'll do that, sometimes I won't. It depends on what I'm feeling. Okay, I would like to start with, let's run the entire set. So let's go ahead and start with the more difficult piece, the hunters. All right. Okay, so just a reminder that when we're at the festival, there will be a podium here. I'm going to see if I can steal one from Scarborough's room, so you'll see me a little bit taller. And then whenever the conductor stands on the podium or in the area that the podium is, then that's a sign for you to have your instruments up and ready. It is also a sign for you to be quiet. So if I'm off the podium, then that is, you can talk time, and you can do what you need to do. But when I'm on the podium, that is, you must be ready to play. Okay? So I'm on the podium, and then you will see, please don't wiggle the bows because it's distracting to the eye. So the audience will see bows wiggling and bows moving. You want to make sure everything's right. Okay? All right, so what I will do is I will give you the time by the tempo with this arm. Now you need to go inside your head. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So that's the tempo. Instruments up. And then I'll give you 4 small beats. On the 4th beat, you will play your first song. So what I'm going to do right now, just to demonstrate, is I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I want you to play your first song, and don't play anything else. I just want to go 1, 2, 3, that's it. Now, you need to breathe with me. I'm going to take a breath, and you're going to take a breath. And when we take a breath together, we go, dum, dum. Okay, ready? Only the first time. Again. We're not together. Okay. Is your stick on the right place on the string? Okay. Now let's play the song. Ready? Stop. But that wasn't the tempo I gave you. I gave you a little faster. It's gonna get, it has to be a little quicker. One more time. Ready? you would think I'm kind of crazy because I'm going like this, like this, like this. And what I'm hearing from you is la 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 la. But the dynamic says here la 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 la, right? So your playing did not match my conducting. Does that make sense? Okay, so what you need to do is, if my arms are flailing and if I'm making big movements, that means that you're supposed to be playing big. How do you play big? Closer to the bridge and stronger strokes and press down more, right? We didn't do enough. It has to be more. You have to exaggerate. As much as I'm exaggerating my movements, you have to exaggerate your movements as well. Okay. Also, you'll notice that I'm doing this sometimes. This is small, this is tiny. So where should you be? Closer to the fingerboard, and you should be using less pressure. Okay? All right, so let's try to see if we can match your volume to my movements. 57, everybody. Ready? 5-7. 1, 2, 5-7, 2, ready. Do any of you own a dog? Okay, so listen please. If your dog is doing something your dog shouldn't be doing, you don't go to the dog and say, "Oh, sweetheart, don't do that." Do you? You raise your voice. You either make your voice go higher if you're panicked, or if you're in control, you make your voice go lower, and you say, "No!" And then the animal looks up at you, and depending on how forceful you say it, they will either look up at you and ignore you, or they'll look up at you and go, "Holy cow," and they'll back off, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, yours is trained, but when you're training, when you train the dog, you have to be, you have to exaggerate, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't exaggerate with a dog, then the dog will ignore you, because the dog will think it's the king of the house, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Well, typically it is. You might have exceptional dogs. Okay, so you have to exaggerate your playing to make a point. Just like you exaggerate your voice to tell your dog what not to do, you have to exaggerate your playing to demonstrate your mastery of the content, that you know how to get loud or soft. Okay, I'm not going to conduct you. I am going to play with you, and we're going to exaggerate dynamics. Ready? 57, please. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, and 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. question is, did you exaggerate like I exaggerated?
Probably
Some of you did. Okay. But did you hear me exaggerate?
Yes.
Did you try to match me?
Yes.
Okay, so now, instead of me playing with you and me leading you by playing louder or softer, now, instead of doing that, I'm gonna lead you with this. This is softer, this is bigger. So you have to do that, okay? All right, can we start back at measure number 57, okay? Ready? And again, if the notes are quarter notes or eighth notes, they should be brought out. If it's a moving half note, bring out the beginning of the note. 1, 2, 57, please, ready. You can't laugh. You gotta hold on to those emotions. Okay, everybody, 119 to the end. Ready? It's all good. 119 to the end. Ready? And it's okay. It happens. Ready? 119 to the end. I lied. 111. Bill, ready? Loud, immediately soft. That was beautiful, by the way, what you did. Bop. Well done with that. 111. 1, 2, forte subito. 1, 2, ready. Bigger, bigger. Okay, so you tell me. Easier or more difficult to follow this or this? The same for some of you. And for some of you, you have to start relying on what's called your peripheral vision. So everybody, hold your instrument like you're gonna play it. Look at your music, don't look at me. Okay? Now, you're gonna play, imagine your music is 4 notes of a D scale, and then the next 4 notes. So 4 Ds, 4 Es, 4 F sharps, 4 Gs, etc. Okay? Look at the music, pretend it's 4 of each, and follow my conducting. Don't look at me, look at the music. Okay? You're gonna play a D scale, 4 Ds, 4 Es, 4 Fs. Okay? Look at your music, don't look at me, and follow my speed. Right? But you were able to do it, correct? So we use what is called peripheral vision. Please listen. We use what is called peripheral vision to help us get through music, okay? It helps us on everything. If you're driving a car, you can avoid things because your peripheral vision sees everything. So in music, that tells us what to do. And you can see my motions getting bigger and smaller, faster, slower. You can see all that, right? So that's what you need to start working on now. Because when you get to high school, your conductors are only going to conduct. Very few high school teachers play with you. They only conduct. You got to get used to it, okay? All right, Scarborough, please. We have enough time to get through both. Okay, so I'm just going to conduct it, just like the next piece. And you're going to do your best to follow my speeds and my exaggerations. No, my speed for this song and my speed for the other song. Okay? All right, so I'm off the podium, you're talking, you're chit-chatting, you're good, and then I step on the podium. So I'll give you the speed. I give you 3 beats, you breathe with me on 3. exercise quickly. Let's do the parrots and then be done. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns regarding the conducting? Is it hard to follow? Is it impossible to understand? Okay, so the more we do this over time, the easier it'll get for you and me to communicate. You still didn't do enough with the la, da, da. Maybe I need to do more. Okay, so we'll figure that out together. Okay, so, yes, sir.
Yeah, he's my dad, by the way.
He's my son, by the way.
If you guys think about conducting, the bigger that he gets, the bigger sound that you guys should get, and the smaller that he gets, the smaller sound you guys should get. That's the way I think about it.
And that's what conductors, that's why we do all these. And then when we really get serious and we're really like into the music, we'll make faces and we'll spit flies out of our mouth. Yes. I'm trying to grow my hair so I can flail it. All right, ready? Let's finish with a nice upbeat type feel. Okay? So here's our tempo. Bring instruments up. Breathe on 4, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, pop, pop. All right, ready? Okay, Kate, thank you. Okay, I hope you're getting something out of this, and I hope you're getting some nonverbal that we need to make sure that we talk back and forth. Please, more eyes up.